what's this? Diamond plate. Now, I'll tell you what this is. It's a scooter update number 3. That's right, 3. Now, as you can see, I got me some diamond plate. And some leftover diamond plate. So yes, I ain't buying no deck plate. I'm making one. That's not what this update's about. I'll tell you what this update's about. Chintzy brazing. With a huge crack. Just look at that. It's even... You can probably even see how bent it is on camera. I mean, look at that. That's just... Ew. But I'll tell you what I did. Well, first, in theory. My theory was, I take this pipe, and I take this pipe, and I put them like this, and then I take my handlebars, and I put it inside this pipe, and I got something strong. Well, that was my theory. But, what happened was, something similar. So yeah, actually. I cut this 3-inch section of pipe and ugliness off of my beautiful bars, and went to the junkyard today. When I got my diamond plate, I got pipe as well, and this pipe is the handlebars, and this is a 2-inch section of pipe, and I stuck 1 inch of the handlebar in here and 1 inch of this 3-inch piece, and actually made the bars the same length that they were, and then I gave it like a gusset and welded it on both sides. And yeah, that's solid. It's not breaking. So, but I did kind of miscut it there a little bit. But, so now I need to cut a slit in the back. So I was thinking about putting actually like a bicycle seat post clamp on here instead of the junk hose clamps that they had. So it's actually nice and looks good. So I gotta make something to fit over this, because this pipe's a little bit bigger than a seat post clamp. So we'll figure something out. And I gotta cut a slit here, put some primer and some paint on here, and we'll be good. So, okay, I forgot to say that this is the 3-inch piece I cut off. And you see the hole going through it. Well, that's a bolt that goes through. It's kind of a safety thing, so if the forks, or if the bars come off loose from the forks, it will keep the bars from coming off, so you don't die. So, I'm drilling a new hole. As you can see, I started the hole. It's not even broke through yet. So I figured I'd show you guys the drilling of the hole. Remember guys, always use lube. That applies to many different things, not just drilling. It's kind of hard one-handed, but just take it slow. You see, it's going to get hot. There are chips. Yeah, hold on, I gotta reposition this. A little more oil on there. This is just motor oil, so nothing special. Yeah, and make sure your bars don't get stuck either. through the other side. And I think we've broken through. And that is why you use lube, so it doesn't whack you. Okay, now we're ready for a slit. Alright, once you drill through, you take out the burrs inside and out. You want to get rid of all those burrs. You know, not just, you know, so that it slides on the forks. Also, it looks better, but I mean, you don't want to be cutting yourself on them. So, you want to make sure you do that right. So now I have my line traced where I want to cut my slit for the clamp. So I'm not going to show you me cutting it, so I'll show you after. Okay, now that the hole is drilled, actually it's pretty straight, I'm surprised. I got the slot done. It's pretty crappy, but it'll work. So what I did was, I think I told you guys before I was going to make a seat post clamp for a bike work. And so, once again, everything's hard to do with one hand. And then, these bars are going to slip over. We're going to slip down like that, except a little farther. And I'm going to have the one bolt in here for the safety precautions. And then the clamp. And that should be good. So now, I'm going to get some primer on these. And some paint. And then you'll see them. So, what I'm going to use is some Color Place gray primer. Cheap. And some Red Devil spray enamel gloss black. So, we'll see you back here in a minute. Alright, now I just got some primer. It's kind of hard to see, but some gray primer on my bars. Gonna get another coat of primer on here soon. It'll probably dry, but I'm gonna give it a minute. And then after that I'll be putting some black on, and you guys will see. But here's my fan setup. It's pretty slick. I used to just cover up, like I'd cover up the mini bike, I'd be covering this up, you know, I'd be covering up the Jazzy, and I wouldn't worry about having any overspray then on anything, because everything else isn't important. But I decided to take this box fan and lean it on the chair, and it works pretty good. You can see the fumes just blowing out the door. So, yeah. Well, I'll show you guys here after I get some black paint on. Alright, the black paint's on. First coat, looking nice. As always, you know. Got a nice gloss finish to them. So, get some more coats on them here. Touch them up, because, you know, they're always going to need a little touch up. So, that should be it for today. My next video will either be the carb filter, all that, or making the diamond plate deck. So I don't know if I'm going to take one of the diamond plate, but I'm going to have to cut off these edges so I don't get stabbed, you know, drill some holes, drill some mounting holes, drill to those holes. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work, but I don't know if it's enough to make a video. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and comment, rate up if you liked it, and subscribes are always appreciated. Thanks.